Hey Scorpio, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to take a look into your recent past, your current energy and your future, and we're going to see what spirit, what the universe would like you to know moving forward. So let's begin. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? Messages for Scorpio. Okay, in your recent past, I've got Justice, the Queen of Swords, the Empress, the Two of Cups, and Judgment. Wow. Okay, Scorpio, there's been some type of decision when it comes to a partnership here. I feel like you've gone cold on somebody. It's like you've seen the truth. You've had this moment where you just realise that you deserve better. There's some type of balance that you need back in your life. I think this person, they've really disturbed your peace. You know, I can feel the energy as I'm looking at these cards. It's like, you know, you've given this person a chance. You felt like you saw their potential. You saw something in them. It could have even been very powerful at first. You know, you felt like you just connected to them. You really knew this person. But I feel like they just, over time, stopped respecting your boundaries. And it's like you tried to communicate with this person. You tried to tell them over and over and over what they needed to do. And I think it's because you saw the good in them. You saw the person that you believed them to be. But it's like you had this moment where a truth was revealed, or you started to see them for who they really are. This is a very powerful energy that's coming out. It's like a wake-up call. And once you saw this, it's like you couldn't go back. You couldn't see them the way that you used to. You could have even tried. You could have tried to remember what it was that you saw in them, but you couldn't. It's like your emotions here. It's like something changed. Something changed between the two of you. I think this person could have done things. Maybe there were betrayals, lies. With Justice being here. I think you used to communicate with this person a lot and tell them, you know, how you felt they needed to do things better, or, you know, how you wanted to be treated. And it's like you were very open with them. You always communicated your feelings. You always tried to let them know, you know, how you could make this work in the future. But they weren't listening. They would act like they understood, and they'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm going to do better. And they just would never follow through. I feel like it got to a point where you felt like you were even just disrespecting yourself by staying in this connection. And you couldn't do that anymore. It's like you had to choose yourself or them. And you chose yourself. With the Empress here, it's like you started to nurture yourself, do the things that you love. Bringing peace back into your life. I think they took away that peace and harmony that you used to have. They brought a lot of stress into your life. There could have been a lot of overthinking, a lot of just exhaustion, trying to put all of this work into this relationship, or, you know, whatever this person was to you. You know, even though it's the Two of Cups, it doesn't just have to be a love connection. It could be a friendship, it could be a family member. But this is somebody that you tried and tried with. But then in the end, you realise there was nothing left worth fighting for. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Good news. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. wish being granted. Look at this. It's like the moment you had this click in your mind, everything started to change. You started to focus on your happiness, on going out, on enjoying your life, you know, not feeling tied down and constantly worrying about this situation. It's like you felt free. You felt like you let yourself free. And don't get me wrong, I think at first it was painful. Like when you were going through this cycle and you were giving and giving and giving and trying over and over, it was painful. But then there got to a point where you just started to feel numb to it. Like with the Queen of Swords here, it's like you just didn't care anymore. You couldn't give anymore. You couldn't feel anymore. I hope that makes sense, but it's like you were trying so much, all of these different options. Oh, I'll try and do this and maybe then they'll get it. Or I'll do this. And like, in the end, it's like you checked out before things actually come to an end. And this reading isn't going to be for everyone, but if this is resonating with you, then this is for you. I feel like you may have not realised it, but with the wishbone card, it's like this was a wish being granted. It may have not seemed like it at the time. It may have felt like, you know, everything was going wrong. Why is this happening? But then over time, you may have started to realise that actually, you know, you were being protected, that this isn't the type of person that you want in your life. You could have had support of your friends. We've got deep friendship here, going out, enjoying yourself. I think there's people that you could have relied on that you could count on when you were going through this. It's like it showed you who was really there for you. But it's crazy because it's like when you're in a situation that does not align with you, there's so many signs. And part of that can be just everything going wrong. Like just little things around you. It's like nothing's going right. And then when you release something that isn't meant to be in your life, suddenly everything's just going smoothly. You know, you could have had some good news. You know, your work seems to be running better. Just everything, like you may be feeling better in yourself. You know, it is crazy how much, you know, the wrong type of energy and person being in your life can affect things. Current energy for Scorpio. The Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. The Seven of Wands. Okay. I feel like this person, it's like they may have not expected this. They may have not expected the way that you just shut off your feelings, because it's like you was giving and trying for a while, and they may have not thought that you were actually going to walk away. And I feel like when you did that, it was like a wake-up call. Like this person had to have this realization where they were like, oh my God, like they've chosen themselves. And this is somebody that could be quite manipulative, the type of person that could have you fooled. Like I feel like this person knows how to talk. They tell you all of the right things. And it's like you weren't listening to it anymore. You didn't care anymore. You weren't going to keep going in circles with them. Yeah, currently I think they're like really trying to understand what it was that made you just switch off. They can feel it. Like they can feel that things are different now. It's not like it was before. They know that it's done. They know there's no coming back from this. And that is bothering them. It really is. And they feel like you're just not accessible anymore. Like they don't know what you're up to. They don't know what's going on with you. They just feel like they can't come into your life. Like they don't have any part in it anymore. And that is really bothering them. They used to think that they understood you and like they had you figured out. But now it's like they feel so far from that. They just don't have a clue what's going on, how you're feeling. They don't want to accept that you've moved on, that you're not interested in this connection anymore. I see you here very proud of yourself. It's like you understand that you're handling things differently. You're reacting to situations in a different way. And I think that shows your growth. And yeah, you're reflecting on that and you're looking at how different things were a year ago, 2 years ago, and how much you have, you know, changed as a person. And other people notice it. People can just see that you're prioritizing your peace and your happiness. I feel like this person that you've cut out, they don't even know how to come towards you. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to act. It's like they want to communicate. They want to say the right thing or do the right thing, but it's like they don't know how. They don't know. They have this intuitive feeling that they can't, like there's nothing that they could say or do. And they're right. I feel like you really have emotionally cut ties with this. You're looking at your options. You're realizing that there's so many different things that you could pick in your life. That you really are the one creating, you know, your future. It's not down to anybody else. It's not just luck. You know, you are creating this. And you do have options. You really do. Your boundaries at the moment, like they're so clear. You understand exactly what it is that you want from people in your life. And I think, yeah, you're not wanting to put up with anything less. With this Page of Swords, it's like you're putting your foot down. You are. You're being more picky with who you surround yourself with. You know, you've experienced things now that have helped you understand what it is that you want from people in your life. And yeah, you may have had to learn that the hard way, and you had to go through some difficult experiences to get to where you are. But now you're starting to see, and you're not going to put up with things that you used to. Peace and harmony. Look at that. I literally spoke about that in the past energy, that this person was taken away from your peace and harmony. And you're starting to feel it again. You're starting to realize that, wow, they really were affecting a lot of different things in your life. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, I think they let you down time and time again, to the point where you just didn't have any hope for this anymore. Shark, take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. I feel like, you know, that could have even been affecting your career. Like this person and the stress and the chaos and the drama that they brought to your life, you know, you couldn't focus. You couldn't focus on your priorities, on the things that you were working on. And I think now you're at this stage where, you know, you want to look at your career. You want to look at where you want to go next and not have people around you that are dragging you down. And I feel like that the person that you were dealing with, you know, you've got a lot more passion and a lot more drive than this person. This person were happy to just carry on with the way that they were living. And I think you have some type of goal or something that you want to do that does require discipline, and it requires for you to be focused and for you to, you know, not be around people that aren't pushing you to be the best that you can be, or people that are adding to your life. You know, this person, they were just taking. This was an energy vampire. It literally was. It was the type of person that sucks the energy out of you and just drains you. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. I feel like this person is still trying to get into your life. It's like they're trying to dig their way back in. Even though I can see that you're focused on other things, you know, you're getting yourself back. You're feeling like you're just more confident. You just feel more like yourself, but just with more wisdom, more knowledge. Don't be surprised if this person contacts you. Like I said, they want to, they just don't know exactly what to say. They could just show up. It could just be very random. They're very manipulative. Be careful, Scorpio. Just be careful. I know for a fact that you will not be allowing this person to manipulate you anymore. I think because the love it's not really there like it used to be. You don't have that connection anymore. You saw the truth in who they are. And once there was that disconnect, they didn't really have that ability to manipulate anymore, to make you see things from their point of view. I've got the Three of Wands coming up for you. Six of Pentacles, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune. I love that combination. The Hermit, Nine of Swords. Okay. Scorpio, you're being thrown onto a different path. You are. Everything that's been happening, this connection coming into your life, like all of this was a build up to what's about to happen next. There is a major change here. There's an end of a cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. Something's closing out in your life. And this isn't just to do with this person. I think this person was just a small part to play in it. They were somebody that came in and almost just triggered this spiritual awakening. They triggered that fire inside of you to, you know, put yourself first, to go after what you want. And I feel like there's more change that's about to happen. There's something else disruptive here that is going to come into your life. This Tower, something that you've been doing, something that you may have thought was secure, it's not meant for you. I think you've outgrown a situation. You have, whether it's a job, where you're living, there's something here that you've outgrown. And it's time for you to move forward. And I feel like Spirit is giving you that push. You're being forced onto this new path. And it's going to feel scary. It's going to feel uncomfortable, Scorpio. It is. Yeah, there is a massive change here. You're not the person you used to be. You're not able to keep on living this life when so much about you has changed. And it's like, you know, you need a fresh start. You could be going somewhere new, like moving away or taking a different job, like changing career. This is a big change. It really is. And it's a risk. It's taking a risk. Don't let your anxieties get in the way. I think you're going to be like very overwhelmed with thoughts because there's so many different things that are changing. Yeah, you're going within. It's like you can't listen to other people. You're going to be in hermit mode. Scorpio, I feel like so much is coming up here. You really do need to start getting prepared. People are going to try to influence you with their opinions, and it's very important that you don't listen. And I think that's why you are going to be taking that time out. I mean, look at you in your current energy. You're protecting yourself. You're taking a step back, not letting other people get in your head. And then coming up here in the future, it's like you're in hermit mode. You're just going to want to be by yourself. You know, a lot of healing taking place. This is a massive transformation. Let's clarify with some tea leaf cards. I feel like we need to know more. Tell me more, Spirit, about this energy coming up for Scorpio. We've got January. This massive change is going to be taking place either in January or around January time. Elephant, a long journey, physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. You're going to be doing something here that people aren't going to be expecting. Flowers, happiness, success. Look at this. There's some type of journey here. You could be maybe traveling or going away. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. And it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy what you're about to do. But I feel like you're doing it because you need to put your happiness first. You've outgrown something. Waiting for news, package, letter. There could be a new opportunity coming up for you. Maybe it's a new job and you're going to be completely changing career, or whatever this is, your life is not going to look the same. And I feel like it's unexpected. Problems to be resolved. Yeah, it's like you know that you can't expect what you're wishing for if you stay where you're at, and you're going to be changing something big in your life. I've got April. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Okay. I feel like this is exactly why you're going into hermit mode. I feel like there's going to be some type of opportunity that is offered to you, and it's going to seem risky. Now, even though this says do not take risks, I feel like that's why you're not going to rush into anything. You're really going to give yourself time to process everything. You're going to go within. You're going to not listen to other people. You're going to really allow yourself to make a decision. But whatever this is, I feel like you're going to really be stepping into the unknown and changing something in your life. Disappointment in some affair. June. A lot of months are coming up here. There's definitely something about next year where by January, there's going to be a big change. I feel like in June, you're going to really start to notice that, you know, when you look in June at your life, it's not going to be recognisable. It's really not. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay, there's somebody here that you can rely on, somebody that you can trust. This person will give you good advice when it comes to this decision. Crown, honour and respect will be coming to you. This is like a role of authority. Whatever it is that you're doing, people are going to be looking up to you. They're going to be respecting you. Don't rush things. Really don't rush things. I feel like you're going to be working on something here. Something that you're passionate about. Something about your story, like everything that you've been through. You're going to be sharing that experience with people. People are going to be looking up to you, looking at how much you've changed your life, how, you know, you've gone from, at one point, being in a situation that just wasn't good for you. Maybe you were involved with, you know, toxic people, bad habits. You were, you know, not prioritizing your goals. You may have even given up on your goals at one point. But coming up here, part of that, everything that you went through, it's like that's going to help people relate to you, and people are going to feel inspired by the fact that you pulled yourself out of that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of attention on you, Scorpio. Something that you're going to be doing, people are going to see what you've created. They're going to respect you. Trouble, accusations. Okay, there's going to be jealous people. There's always jealous people. People from your past that see you moving on. People that you may have cut out. You know, don't even worry about this. Honestly, don't even worry about it. You are protected. I feel like there's somebody here that's going to be trying to worm their way back into your life. And when they don't get their own way, they're not going to like it. They're going to try and cause some type of trouble. I feel like people don't even care. It's like they see through them. They can see that this comes from a place of jealousy. You're going to have a lot of support from people, even people that you don't know. Situations in the balance that require careful handling, yeah. You're creating something here. You're doing something that a lot of people are going to respect you for. And this isn't something that you just wake up and it just blows up overnight. It's not like that. This is something that you're going to bit by bit be working on. You're going to get some news about this in January. That could be when you start out doing this, when you take this new opportunity. By June, you're going to really notice an increase. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this reading, Scorpio. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.